Hey, Steve Noble, Noble Moto. Doing the final update on the Pirelli Night Dragon GT on the back of my Lowrider ST. As part of my ongoing tire series of which tires work best and bang for the buck and the whole 9 yards. So, if we take a look at this tire, it's still got pretty nice shape to it. It didn't square off or anything weird. And I know a lot of that is the rider, but it is still something to consider. I've definitely seen some cheap tires that were more prone to squaring off. So it's still got nice shape to it, so that's good. Overall, it had really good stick in the turns. It had pretty good life to it. We are almost to the wear bars here, and we are sitting at about 6,100 miles, 6,200 miles on the life of this tire. So I have a trip coming up, so I'm swapping it out because I don't think the tire will make it through the trip. But I would say, based upon that wee little bit of tread that's still left before the wear bars, we could probably get it to the high 6,000 range. So call this a 6,800 mile tire. And that would just put you in the wear bars. If you're somebody who goes past the wear bars, probably a little more life left in there. But overall, it's been a pretty good tire. So we got pretty decent life out of the thing. Now, I will say the rain traction was not quite where I felt it should be. It was just like that much less than where I should have been, or where I felt I should have been. And that's, of course, comparing it to the Michelin Scorcher that came on this thing stock, and then, of course, the Shinko 777. The Shinko stuck great in the rain. This thing, sawing on it in like second, third gear in rain on city streets, I could spin the tire. I know that's not the most precision thing, but hey, that's what I'm basing on. How easily can I spin the tire in the rain? And it wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh my God, I wouldn't ride the thing in the rain or anything, but it did spin a little easier than some of the other tires I've used. So I was slightly disappointed in that, but other than that, it's a pretty good tire. And I think I paid like somewhere in the low 200 range for this thing. I'd have to actually look it up, but 225 to 250, something like that. So bang for the buck, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good tire. It's got pretty good life out of it. Like I said, the rain could have been a wee little bit better, but I wouldn't hesitate to put another one of these things on my bike and ride it again and travel on it. So overall, I would say like 4.5 stars out of 5, and you can consider bang for the buck and everything. Performance, tire life, and the whole 9 yards. Stayed planned really well in the curves. There was never any issues with anything like that. So overall, pretty good tire. No complaints. So for tread life, the Scorcher was at about 6,000. The Shinko was at 6,000, though I think it had a wee little bit left in it. And the Pirelli Night Dragon was at about 6,200. Like I said, it also had a wee little bit life left in it. So all in all, about the same, because obviously it's going to vary a little how I rode from tire to tire. But all in all, pretty good. Dry weather cornering grip, gave the Michelin Scorcher an 8. The Shinko, I gave it 8.1 because I swear it stuck a wee little bit better. And the Pirelli Night Dragon, I gave it an 8 as well because, again, it stuck pretty solid in the curves. Wet traction, gave the Scorcher an 8. The Shinko 777, I gave it a 9 because, man, that thing really stuck in the rain. And like I said, I wasn't overly thrilled with how easily I could spin the tire on the Night Dragon, but it wasn't bad. So I gave it a 7.5. Not bad. Not great either. An overall bang for the buck, Scorcher's got a 7.5. Shinko has an 8.5 because the price, man, it's like half price of the Scorcher and half price almost everything else out there. And the Pirelli Night Dragon wasn't too bad price, so we gave that an 8 as well. Again, no bad tires in this. Just the Shinko was a little better. And then also cheaper. Coming up next in the tire series is going to be the Metzeler Cruise Tech. So a lot of this started as I was going to do the bottom of the barrel Shinko, price-wise, and then the top shelf, which is the Metzeler Cruise Tech, allegedly. And I stumbled across this on sale in the process. So next is going to be the Metzeler Cruise Tech. And of course, so we will be comparing that to the original Michelin Scorcher, the Shinko 777, the Pirelli Night Dragon GT, and then of course the Michelin Scorcher. So I'm going to put one of those things on order here shortly. And we'll install it, and I'll do an open boxing video and stuff. And then after I get back from this trip, I'll kind of do like a 1,500 mile, 2,000 mile update on it. And then from there, we'll just see how she does. So, like and subscribe, all that jazz. More importantly, check out this playlist and you can stay updated on this as I keep doing these videos. Because I'm just going to keep doing them endlessly, because why not? It's kind of interesting. So, that's all I got.